Welcome, baseball fans, to Game 5 of the National League Division Series between St. Louis and Atlanta. It's come down to this: Game 5, win or go home. Quick recap of the first 4 games of the series. The first 4 games have been nailed by very late inning dramatics, either a bullpen blown save or late inning home run or something. It always came down to very end of the game, and that made the whole series very tightly matched. And of the 4 division series, these seem to be the 2 most evenly matched teams in the entire division set between all 4 of them. The Dodgers, Washington, Minnesota, New York, and Houston, Tampa Bay. This was the one that was seemed to give the most promise for late inning dramatics and a big shebang at the end. And especially when it was set up with Game 4 being Yadier Molina saving the day to get that, driving the run to tie the game up in the bottom of the 8th inning in St. Louis, and then the 10th inning, Yadier comes through again to win the game at 5-4, send it back to Atlanta. So this showdown was much anticipated for the nail-biter to the end, and it just wasn't the case. And this caught myself and probably most fans by a complete surprise. Much delight to St. Louis fans and much dismay to Atlanta fans. The St. Louis Cardinals go screaming to a 13-0 lead after the 3rd inning. Nobody saw that coming. That was just unprecedented for a contest that was so close, so tight all series long. Flaherty goes 6 innings pitched, 2.77 ERA, 1 earned run, and had 8 strikeouts over 104 pitches. On the very flip side, our Game 2 hero, Folshwitz, goes 23 pitches, can't get a second out in this game. He could get up a 7.36 ERA, 6 earned runs, and 0 strikeouts. Then, throughout the course of the rest of that inning and throughout the 3rd inning here, you got Fried going 1.2 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. Jackson, 0.2 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Yeah, there were 4 strikeouts between 3 pitchers, but fundamentally, you've just given up 13 runs in a deciding game. Now, only 11 runs are earned because you had a slew of fielding errors. I mean, they weren't all errors. You had a lot of sloppy defense from the Atlanta side. Balls breaking through, people not making catches, an error on Freeman, 2 errors on Albies. I mean, wow, are we in high school again, folks? This is the major leagues. This is Game 5 of the division series. What happened to you people? On the flip side here, St. Louis was in control from the beginning. And the nice thing about this is the fact that all 10 runs, yes, I apologize here. There is an S where there should be an N there. My marker's over there. So you guys understand what I'm saying here. But here's the key thing. Absolutely none of these runs, none of the 13 runs from St. Louis were via the home run. All of them were small ball. Singles, doubles, walks, singles, doubles, and walks. You got Dijon getting a double in the 2nd for 11-0 tack on run. Bader single, Dijon single, both additional runs scored. Men were on base and they came in. It was just constantly a barrage of hits against Atlanta pitching. Not only did the fielding look sloppy, but the pitching was just are you kidding me? You can't get anybody out. I can't say you can't strike anybody. You got 4 strikeouts, but everybody was hitting. They were batting around almost every inning here. Oh my goodness, really? Wow. Now Johnson just hit a home run in the 4th inning to make it 1-13, but I am just blown away by how completely lopsided, how completely unexpected this game was. This enabled St. Louis to celebrate on Atlanta field and return home to see who. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, they will be returning home because the NLCS won't start till Friday, But the Atlanta and Washington game, Game 5 is going on right now, so they're probably hanging out in Turner Field in Atlanta to see who our opponent's going to be. Now, based upon this win, if the Dodgers win, they fly out to LA and start in LA. But because they are the 3rd seed and Washington is the first wild card, if Washington can manage to upset the LA Dodgers, St. Louis gets home field advantage for the NLCS. Yeah, baby. Now, granted, depending on who comes out of the American League, it's still entirely possible to get home field in the World Series too, should they survive the Dodgers. Some scenarios exist where, okay, so New York has already closed out Minnesota. They were the number 2 seed. Houston, number 1 seed, is going in against Tampa Game 5 tomorrow. Tampa wins. Let's just say, for sake of scenario purposes here, let's say Tampa Bay wins Game 5, then beats the Yankees. You now have the number 1 wild card in the American League going to the World Series against, theoretically, the 2nd or the 3rd seed in the National League, giving St. Louis home field advantage in the both the Championship Series and the World Series. Yes, I grant it, it's far-fetched, but it's also mathematically possible. And that's the whole point of this conversation. So, odds are most likely they're going to be on the road somewhere. And honestly, that hasn't been a bad thing. They were on the road against Atlanta, and they still won 3-2. St. Louis is shown to be the team that doesn't matter whether they're home or away. They will find a way to win a series. They fell down in the series 2-1, came back in dramatic fashion to 4, and just put away Atlanta in the 5th game. To my Atlanta Braves fans, my deepest apologies and condolences and sympathies to the Atlanta Braves. They were the feel-good story of the year with the sum of one of the veteran talent, but predominantly Soroka and Fried and other rookies coming in here and doing a phenomenal job to carry you to your division crown and into home field advantage for the division series. Unfortunately, this will give them a lot of off-season time to think about what happened here and what to do next year. They will be back in force. They have shown great talent throughout the course of the regular season, and this playoff burn will definitely resonate with them and put a fire in their belly to come back next year and rectify what went wrong here. For St. Louis fans, congratulations, wonderful job, way to show absolutely no doubt. You didn't have to use any of your high leverage guys, you just kind of skated through it. You had the bit of an advantage of the fact that you had run up such a high, unsurmountable score that the Atlanta Braves hitters kind of looked like they gave up here. They were swinging at pitches away, they weren't really trying too hard, they were just sort of like, I'm down 13-0. I just want to play this game out and go home kind of thing. They were defeated and mentally before the game was over, which played in your favor because you got to save all your high leverage guys and coast into the National League Championship Series. Now, just because you're in the Championship Series does not mean you let the foot off the pedal. It took you 5 games to beat Atlanta, and this very well could have been a nail biter to the end. Be ready for whomever comes out of the Dodgers Washington game, because you are unlikely to see a lopsided score against either one of them. When you get to the National League Championship Series, you are facing the 2 best teams in the entire National League, duking it out for the pennant. Come ready, and let's get it on, right? Fantastic. So, congratulations, St. Louis Cardinals. Looking forward to seeing what you can do in the National League Championship Series. Well done in not only the late season surge to leapfrog all those teams to capture the crown, put away the Cubs, put away the Brewers, and capture the crown there, but also to come in here, show your grit, come back in Game 4, and take care of business in Game 5. Well done, St. Louis. All my Cardinals fans out there, congratulations, enjoy the win. NLCS starts on Friday. And so, I want to know what all of you think about what I think about the series, about the game, and I guess the potential matchups. Please leave all your comments in the section below. I would love to hear about them all and respond as I can. If you just happen to come across this video on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. And thank you all for all your wonderful patriotism throughout the postseason and the regular season. I look forward to bringing you as many videos as possible throughout the postseason, bringing you all of your National League and American League and World Series coverage, as well as get into the stove and acquisitions, hiring, firings, MVPs, top 10s, all the awards, and all that other wonderful off-season stuff when at the conclusion of the World Series. Until then, have a great night, enjoy the Washington Dodgers game, and I'll see you next time.